Sorry, I just made a weird recording in progress out loud. Anyways, here we are. This is probably going to be the first video on a new channel. I feel weird already. Hi, I'm a person, and I am doing one of these videos where I just look at Reddit and I respond. And this is fatlogic. It's 2 a.m. where I am. I am bored. And I'm hot because I don't have air conditioning in my house, and you guys don't care. But I thought that I would try to reasonably respond to some of these posts that people on that overweight people make, and obese people mainly. As an overweight person myself, that's clear. I mean, it might not be clear to you because you can only see my face, but I'm overweight. I'm 50 pounds overweight, trying to lose it, and I don't have any problem with that. I am a fat person who's trying to lose weight, and I have no shame in saying that. Um, there's a lot of things that I, slightly agree. It's like I feel like when it comes to being overweight and fat positivity and everything, I have very strong opinions about it. There's some things that I'm kind of in the middle about. Like I'm like, I don't really know how to feel, but like I have pretty strong opinions, but I'm always ready to be changed. I just feel like this is one of those things in the world that's reached possibilities that I can't even comprehend. Like I saw a thumbnail for a Fat Logic video. I watch those. I don't know. I have nothing better to do. I feel like it's a reminder of me to lose weight. I mean, I'm okay. So I'm already thinking about what people might say. Um, I have a bad relationship with food and I want to improve it. And weight loss it is about eating more. I mean, eating less, and that's what some people will make you believe for some reason. Eating less and moving more. That's what weight loss is about. I know it sounds cliche and I hate even saying it, but that's the truth. But what helps with that is having a good mindset about what you're doing. And so, although weight loss is easy, or it's simple, it's not easy. That's what I believe anyway. But I want to lose weight, and I've been working on it for very long time. So I'm not a hypocrite who is saying all this stuff to these people. I have faced these same problems these people have. The only thing that I can say is that I am taking responsibility and accountability for the problems I have, despite people around me, constantly telling me it's not my fault that I'm overweight. People who, mind you, aren't overweight, telling me that it's not my fault and that I don't need to change. And I understand that, but it's never going to be them. It's going to be me who tells myself if I need to change and I want to change. I'm overweight, and not only am I overweight, I distribute my weight fine. Like I don't look like, if somebody saw me, they would say, "Oh yeah, she's overweight," but like they wouldn't. That's not I don't think that's the first thing people see. I'm what they call mid fat or whatever. I don't know. So I'm not obese. Um, okay, this has gone on too long. I'm whatever. This is nothing. This is like a stupid video I'm doing because I have nothing better to do. But um, I'm just trying to kind of open tell a little bit about who I am, whatever. Um, so that I can respond to these. But I'm not perfect. You know, um, I see. Sometimes I see truth in what people in the fat positivity in them say. I'm not saying they're completely wrong. Um, and I don't just mean, body shaming. Obviously, that's never okay in my opinion. I mean, there's probably exceptions, I don't know, but usually not okay. It's just kind of not really going to help the situation. Um, but there's other things that I can't think of right now, but other things I agree with. Generally, just loving your body. I think I agree with that. Like, it's hard. That's where I'm kind of in the middle. It's like if I was 600 pounds overweight, I don't. I mean, okay, so this is really what I should say. I think one part I like of the fat acceptance movement is feeling worthy, even though you're overweight. Because I really feel bad. Like I have a lot of self esteem and insecurities because of I'm overweight, and I feel like I'm not worthy of certain things because I am, and that's not good. And society has definitely made me feel that way. So I'm not, so there's that. But the thing is that I'm not gonna fix that by, denying the truth, and that I brought myself here. Yes, I was a kid when I overate and I did all those things, and sadly I grew up this way. I have a lot of own opinions about that. It's like, was I really responsible when I was a kid? Mm. But I'm 18 now, and I've had many years where I've known that I'm overweight, and so those years I'm responsible for, I say personally. Um, when I was a kid, I didn't know any better. And that's the thing. A lot of overweight people and their children, they don't know. So that's why I guess to them, maybe they think it's not their fault. But it's like, if you maintain or you start continue gaining, even when you're aware and you have a developed brain, I'd say maybe mm, 13 and older. I don't know. I don't know. But anyways, I'm gonna look at these posts, and this is just my first reaction. Maybe if I make these more videos in the future, I will like actually just choose ones and then respond to them with like an intelligent response that I already kind of thought up in my head. But we're just gonna go dive straight in, and I'm gonna read everything. Anyways, so this one says, um my problem is that I hate food and I hate eating. Oh gosh. So I actually eat far too. It's like, the reason I'm laughing is because I already know what's gonna happen. So I already eat far too little, and my poor body, frank, hmm, okay, and my poor body frantically converts everything it can into fat. The only times I lose weight are when I force myself to eat more. Okay, that doesn't make any sense, but okay. This is impossible. Your poor body can't create energy from nothing. That would violate the law of thermodynamics, aka conservation energy. Well, this person already did the explaining for me, but like, if I just want to add my own little thing, it's like, or addition, really just reiterating what they're saying. It's like, what? Huh? And it's like, I hate to think that I know what is going on in all these people's personal lives. Like, do I follow them every day? Do I know exactly what they're eating? There are anomalies out there. Maybe there is one overweight person or a couple overweight people in this world who genuinely eat very little and gain weight. I don't know how that's possible. Like, that's kind of just like saying there's people who stick to the ground because gravity just doesn't work for them. I mean, I know that's a bit of a stretch, but it's like, that's absurd. Like, that's weird, you know? Um Now, when somebody says that they have a, like, thyroid issue, PCOS, I don't know anything about that. I have my own opinions about it, but they're ignorant opinions because I don't know anything about PCOS. I think with PCOS, this is what I'm gonna say, and if I'm stupid, I'm stupid. I'm sorry. With PCOS, or whatever thing that might have you make gain weight, I think that it just makes it harder to lose weight. I don't think that it just, like, maybe I think maybe if you eat a normal amount, it retains more fat than it should. I don't know. I just feel like if somebody's eating 12,000 calories, that's not what I'm just saying it, just a small number. I'm using it on purpose. But they have PCOS. Are they going to just be fat anyway? Like, that's what I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to stop getting on that tangent. But, and then the use of poor body, like, what? It's just so, that's like, you eat far too little. So this person's indicating that they undereat. So they're saying they undereat. That doesn't even make any sense. Okay. Where did the fat come from? I don't know. I don't even know. I don't know. Like, this is just okay. I'm trying to be logic, or I'm trying to be more nice. I don't know. I don't. I mean, this person did the explaining for me. Okay, this video already sucks. This is just supposed to be me being stupid, guys. I don't know. But the thing is, a lot of people say this, and the fat logic people. A lot of people say they don't. They eat too little. But if you want to, if I mean, okay, although reality TV, you can say is fake or whatever kind of TV, watch the show Secret Eaters, and you'll see how much people believe that they eat a small amount, or they exaggerate, and then they really don't. And it's either they deep down know they eat bad, but just, keep a facade to everybody else, or they genuinely don't know. And obviously, like I said, these kind of shows are kind of hyped up, and people tend to be more exaggerated than people are in real life. but this is still like I feel like it's real, you know. Um, there's plenty of people who, think that they eat a normal amount and then don't, and then there's a lot of extra calories in certain things. Like I was just making chicken breast for myself today, and like I was like, oh my god, like I don't want to use too much olive oil because that's like 1 tablespoon of that is 100 calories. I'm like, that's a snack for me. Like, what am I doing? I don't want to use that on this, So it's like, it's a lot that people don't get, especially if you're not counting calories or whatever. I'm not saying everybody should count calories, but like, if you're not thinking about, or seeing what you're eating, it's sometimes hard to I forget what I eat, honestly. Even when I'm eating bad, I forget what I've eaten. So it's like you don't think about that. So it's like hard to think in the past and think, what have I eaten? I know I eat bad stuff. I know I ate bad stuff, but it's like, what have I eaten anyways? Okay. So here we go. You do realize that eating just salad every day is inefficient and could actually pack on weight. Women are supposed to eat around 2,000 calories per day. I mean, a day. If she eats less than 2,000 calories, her body will think she is starving and slow down her metabolism, which basically means that she will be producing more fat cells to survive and keep body active. A regular garden salad is only about 500 calories. She would have to eat 4 salads a day to reach calorie suggestion for a woman. Unless you eat 4 salads a day, then I suggest you go back to your mother's basement and mind your own business. Okay. Um, Oh, I mean, I should say I'm not a doctor. I don't know that much about things, but I really don't think these people do either, guys. So I'm just a big girl with a big attitude. That's so cringy. I had a like sometimes when I'm before I make videos, I like pre-think of funny lines to say. I'm a girl with a big mouth. That's what I was gonna say. Anyways, this is just rambling. I would hate this kind of video if I was watching it. I'd be like, get to the point. Um. Okay. So what this person is saying that it's inefficient to eat just salad. Um, yeah, probably. I wouldn't want to eat just salad for a whole day. That's my opinion. But if that works for somebody, it works for somebody. And yes, you could pack on weight by just eating salad if you're drenching it in ranch. You're adding like a bunch of croutons and bread, all that stuff I used to add when I was younger at my favorite restaurant, Sweet Tomatoes. And every time I did it, I knew it was unhealthy, and I was just making the salad worse. But I didn't care because I was a kid, you know. But it's like if you make a salad unhealthy, obviously yes. But I don't think this person's saying that. I think this person's just saying, a salad is only about 500 calories. So you'd have to eat 4 salads. That's a lot of salads, in my opinion. I don't like. I mean, I wouldn't. That's too much, honestly. Um, unless you eat 4 salads a day, then I don't know. Is this person saying that they must eat more salads? I don't know, but I've heard of this thing where it's like if she eats less than 2,000 calories, her body will think that she is starving and slow down her metabolism, which basically means that she will be producing more fat cells to survive and keep the body more active. I don't think that this, I think that there's some truth to that. I think it just, your body will do anything it can to make you regain the weight. I don't think that or it will stall or plateau. I don't think that it would actually make you gain more. Like if this person, like she's saying, 4 salads a day, that's 2,000, under 2,000 calories or whatever, I don't think that their body might have this reaction and slow down the metabolism or whatever, but I don't think it would make them gain more weight. I don't think that that's what would happen if that's what they're correlating. I think it would either they would maintain and plateau and or just lose weight. That's really all I could see as happening. I don't think see them as gaining weight, but that's whatever. Okay, here we go. You're going to send your body into starvation mode. Your metabolism will slow down significantly and try to save your fat. This is the same thing. Then you will eat. You you eat. It'll still be that mode, and your body will hold calories. Okay, I should have done this video pre-recorded because I there's just so much to unpack. I don't. It's like I need to think about this deeply. Um, yeah, we're just gonna skip that one because I'm an idiot. That's why. No, 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 no. We're not gonna skip it. Oh, I was joking, and then that just happened. I actually feel nervous, like I'm present doing a presentation or something, even though there's going to be like 3 people who watch this. Um, And they're probably not even gonna get this far. Um, I'm just stuttering at this point. I just, this is the same thing that every single person says. Like, I don't feel like reiterating the same thing. It's just like I said last time. Like, there is some truth to this, but I don't think it doesn't just stay there. They're talking like there's never been anybody who's lost weight. Like, and every single person has saved their fat. Like, do they not realize that there's probably millions of people who have lost weight doing this starvation mode or whatever they're saying, which is aka eating less calories than their basic metabolic rate. It's like, huh? Like, do they not? Did they just forget about that, or what? Am I a special? Are the people they're talking to a special case or something? It's just like what? Anyways, okay. Um, don't when you compliment weight loss, you may be compilating eating disorder, illness, depression, a broken heart, anxiety, loss of a loved one. It's just fueling a belief that thin equals good and fat is bad and more worthy than a smaller body. Not taking account that the truth, blah, blah, blah. I don't feel like reading all that. Um, yes, people lose weight for many different reasons. It's not always just because they're on a weight loss journey. Sometimes I'd be wishing that I could have one of these reasons to lose weight, which is honestly kind of toxic, but it's more of a joke. But I remember I watched a short film that was when the fat girl gets skinny, and it was about an overweight girl who had an eating disorder. And I will not ignore this side. Definitely, there are many overweight people who develop eating disorders, because they try to lose weight. I'm not gonna pretend like I don't know that and that doesn't happen. It's like very light, like you have to tread very lightly to, you know, be careful. Um, when it comes to eating disorders, because I see people who have eating disorders. I just feel really bad for them. Like, I watch YouTube videos and I just stop because it's honestly just awful to see. But like I see people with bulimia, people with anorexia, like restricting. It's just awful. And I honestly don't even know why they post that. It's just like, why would you do that? But I don't know why I'm posting this, but um it's just like, I'm sorry, I'm sweating. No air conditioning, like I said. It's just like eating disorders are awful, and I feel bad for anybody who gets them. And so yes, that could be, complimenting somebody, who's lost weight, you know, could be because they have an eating disorder, and maybe, you're making, I don't know, you're making them feel better, but it's like, it's kind of same thing with trigger warning. It's like there's going to be things that trigger people, and there's going to be situations that happen, you know. But me personally, like, does that just mean nobody should ever compliment anybody on weight loss? And it's also like there's probably specific things. Like like for me, I tell somebody, "Hey, I'm losing weight," and then they start to notice I've lost weight, And so like I'm not like, so basically, okay, I have so much to say. It's like if a person makes it clear, like let's say I'm at work and I'm saying, I'm just trying to eat healthier, so I'm not gonna eat any cookies, and I'm not trying to be like all pretentious. I hate it. Like I feel sometimes I just feel pretentious for re- rejecting something. Sometimes my people in my family make me feel that way because I just reject something. I don't want to eat something. Like, you're not in charge of what I eat. Just because you're gonna have some graham crackers doesn't mean I have to have them. You know, it's really they're just projecting their own insecurities. But I might. What if I'm at work and I say that, and then and then they start to notice. Because people are nice and they remember things. They're like, oh yeah, you're trying to lose weight. You lost weight. You look nicer. You know. Um, so what I'm saying is like in these situations, I would consider complimenting someone fine. Like if you know that they've been losing weight. Obviously there's going to be other situations where there's, you know, anxiety, illness, all these things, you know, um, that contribute to somebody losing weight, and they could just be like, I just don't feel like eating disorder is the worst one. you know like I feel like with an illness they would be like, oh well, I have a sickness or something. Depression, they would probably just say, yeah, I had depression. A broken heart, literally, I feel like people would just explain these other ones. The eating disorder one, I don't think they would explain, because it's kind of hard. I mean, it's hard to talk about all these subjects. you know I just, I don't know, but it is, I guess it's a good thing to remember. I don't know. This one's like, okay. um okay. I got something to say about this. Okay. Y'all will do anything to get clout, huh? You do know that being fat doesn't mean you're unhealthy and being skinny means you are. Okay. Well, this took a turn. I thought that they were going to say, you know, that being fat doesn't mean you're unhealthy and being skinny doesn't mean you're healthy. But they just are genuinely out here saying that being skinny means you're unhealthy. Any skinny person is unhealthy. Okay. That's just so wrong. Like, I was going to say something about, like, how, yes, there are some skinny people who are unhealthy and, you know, they just manage to eat less calories than what they burn, but that doesn't mean that they're typically healthy. But this person just saying no skinny person is healthy because they all have eating disorders. And, you know, it's just like, what? If like, I feel like this is kind of the type of person who's like, you know, some bodies are big, some bodies are small. You know, this person eats 12,000 calories a day and they're 136 pounds. This one eats 12,000 calories a day and they're 380 pounds. You know, it's normal. It's all the same. We all have different bodies. But then they'll just say that being skinny means. I'm just hoping this person messed up in a mistake. So there's no skinny person ever. Our ancestors, you know, they weren't healthy. And I know that they were scavengers and had to eat, you know, what they could find, but it's like no skinny person ever. Like, this person saying fat doesn't mean you're unhealthy and skinny meat, like, that doesn't make so all fat people are healthy. That's just a reversal of what we do. We think all skinny people are healthy and all fat people aren't healthy. Okay, this is the truth in my opinion, and that's been supported. Okay, I would say all fat people are unhealthy, um, because they've overeaten too much. Doesn't matter if you don't have diabetes. I don't have diabetes. I don't have heart disease. I don't have bad knees. You know, I ain't got none of that stuff. But I have a family history of people who had high cholesterol, diabetes, lots of things. And I don't want to do that. I have people in my family who've lived with sickness their whole life, and I don't want to have to deal with that any time of my life. So if I can avoid it, I'm going to freaking avoid it. And the way I'm eating, I'm just going to keep gaining and gaining. So it's like I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop and get healthy because, you know, thin people are healthy or skinny people are usually healthy. Usually, you know. There is to say, not every skinny person is healthy. That is very true. But every fat person is unhealthy. And it doesn't matter if in the current status they don't have diabetes. Just like a skinny person. It doesn't matter if in their current status they don't have diabetes. But if they're slamming a pizza every morning and then they don't eat anything else for the whole day, that's unhealthy. Do they look healthy? Are they skinny? And do they look like what people would think is healthy compared to a fat person? Yes. But if you see a fat person, you see an excess of something, you know, an excess of weight. And it shows that they've eaten too much. It just shows. You know, my body shows that I've eaten too much. You know, and that's the truth. You know, there's no shame in it. It's just the truth. And the shame is not dealing with it. That's the shame. You know, and just making excuses and being delusional. That's the shame. You know, but I feel like it's so easy to fall down this rabbit hole. It's easy to fall down any rabbit hole, honestly. So I don't. I really. I just see these people. I'm just sad. And they probably see me as sad. You know, I have sympathy for everybody and these people especially. Um, but this person is just like saying that no, being skinny means you're unhealthy. So that's funny. But most skinny. Okay, so no fat person is healthy. No fat person eats healthily. I don't think personally. And if they do, they're on a weight loss journey, or they're losing weight. Now, are there exceptions? No, just kidding. Probably, whatever. There's exceptions to everything. But most freaking fat people are unhealthy. And yeah, that's it really. That's it. Okay. Um okay. What does it say? Over exaggerated standard starts and ends when you bias based on social media, it seems. Somebody say something. Somebody respond to this. Oh, what the? I don't care enough to look into that. So what does this say? Light it up like dynamite. It's so funny. I don't even. I'm probably never gonna even post this video, and yet I'm like so worried about. I'm taking up time looking at this imager. I swear my brain is so annoying. Okay, anyways. So this says, if you're a fitness Keurig. Actually, I have something to say about this. Before I even read this, so I was watching a Fat Logic video. There's so many things I want to respond to. That's why I'm even making this video. And someone was saying that not hiring a fat trainer is like discrimination against fat trainers. It's like, and the guy in the video said that why would you hire an overweight person? Clearly, personal trainers are promoting their brand with their body. An overweight person, it shows that they did not take care of their body. Just like I'm not going to hire some skinny fat guy named Kyle who drinks Monster every day. Like, it doesn't matter what body type they have, but if they're unhealthy, they're unhealthy, and I'm not going to hire them. But use most fat people are unhealthy, and they're clearly not using the things that they would be teaching me, or they are using the things they're going to teach me stuff that's not going to be good, you know. Anyways, let's read this. If you're a fitness influencer on this platform claiming to promote fitness while continuously posting photos of what your body looks like, please stop. If you're really blaming that stop making fitness a look. Fitness is not an aesthetic. Okay. Well, it's really like we have to define fitness because there's a lot of things that fitness can mean because, there's different sectors of exercise, There's bodybuilding, which is an aesthetic or at least is a focus on looks and aesthetics, you know. Um and usually people do fitness to make body look nice and to make heart feel good. That is why we do it. Is it, vapid and vain? Sure, whatever. We wear makeup to look nice. You know, like what's wrong with showing it off? What's wrong with showing your body when you are a fitness influencer? A big part of it is your body. You are doing exercises to make your body look nicer. That is the sole reason that fitness, like people do it. Obviously, it's exhilarating, it feels great, amazing, but that's like the number one result. If there was like some weird alien thing that just zapped everybody and made it so that if they did exercise, they would just look the same still, gyms would close because that's the only reason people are in there, is to look nice. And there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing, in my opinion. We have one life to live, and like, we're not going to spend it trying to look our best. Why not? And that doesn't mean that, we should be going around, all getting plastic surgery, which I'm fine, whatever, I don't care. But it's just saying, like, looking our best is fine. And if we want to look good, we want to look good. Like, okay, I'm trying to say, like, I want to look good naturally. Doing what I can to make my body look nice without paying a bunch of money, because I don't have that. So that's what people do. They go to the gym and they work out. That's the number one way to do it, and it's, not less expensive. Anyways, this person said your insecurity is showing. Very true. Because it's like it's so sad, honestly, that these people just twist their This is how much insecurity can ruin you, guys. This is why you have to. This is another reason people have to work on their insecurities, like me, because no matter what you do, you will project it on somebody. No matter how hard you try, you will push that insecurity on somebody else. And it's like these overweight people twist their insecurities into something awful, in delusion. Anyways, here we go. Okay, so here we go. Insanely effed how health and losing weight are symptom. Oh, wait. Let me start over. Okay, I'm being so much more cynical than I planned to be in this video. Maybe in the next video I'll be more serious. Insanely effed. I'm like, it's late at night. Insanely effed up how health and losing weight are synonymous in Eurocentric culture. Oh, here we go. to the point where it never had anything to do with health in the first place. Like the entire acts of exercise and eating become twisted into a moral obligation of how much and how quickly you can drop weight because fat people are viewed as a problem to be fixed, which in turn breeds a system of irresponsible doctors who tell people to lose weight instead of getting to the actual effing root of their problem so that they can add another coin to their pocket when these people come back with other often worse symptoms. Oh god. Okay, wait. And the systemic fat phobia of the healthcare system goes hand in hand with the crappy idealistic standards of the beauty industry, which goes hand in hand with the way everything's engineered around skinny people, which goes hand in hand with poverty. Jesus Christ, this person just kept on going. Oh my god. Oh my god. I don't. Oh my god. Wait, what is this? Don't reblog this. It's my Twinkie A word. What? Oh, putting observations. Whatever. I don't care. Okay, I'm not gonna read the rest of that. So I'm just gonna respond as much as I can because this is a lot. Okay. Eurocentric culture. So is that like white people or something? I'm stupid. I don't know. Let's search that up. Eurocentric. Okay, this is awful that I have to search this up. Yeah, this is just, isn't this just European white people? Hello? Okay, yeah. That's what I thought. Okay, so what they're saying is health and losing weight are synonymous with Eurocentric culture. So they're saying like in, or maybe they don't mean white people. They just mean Europe, like the cult. I don't know. What are they like? What are they just saying? Like I don't get what that means. Europeans are naturally skinny or something. Like what? I don't get that word. Like the usage of that word in this context doesn't like. Yes, there are certain features of Eurocentric features like a slim nose, different blue eyes, you know. But I feel like being skinny is kind of a part of a lot of cultures, or like at least the idea wanting to be skinny. But I know that there's certain like I don't know, but whatever. I know I didn't really. I'm not trying to rebut everything. I can't. I'm honestly just taking this in. I'm just I'm making excuses. He like the entire acts of exercising and eating become a twisted moral obligation of how much people. Okay, I don't get why it's a moral obligation. It's not a moral obligation for me to lose weight. I know I'm speaking from an anecdotal point. I'm going to mention that I'm speaking purely anecdotal. But to me, it's not a moral obligation. I want to do it. Like it's not. It's something I want. It's not something like and it's also something I feel I need because I want to be healthy and don't want to die like soon and I want to get diabetes and live an awful life. So yeah, it's an obligation for my health, but it's something I want. It's a want. It's not a moral thing. This isn't right and wrong. You know, um, to me, being overweight is wrong. But it's not like black and white. People can be overweight if they want. That's fine. That's their life. If they don't care about getting whatever they disease they get, or if they just want to take the risk and maybe they won't get it, cool. Whatever. But for me, I just want to do it. And maybe they'll be like, that's you're explaining, like, I don't know. Maybe they're going to be like, that you're explaining why it's a moral obligation to you. I don't know. And yeah, this is not good. How quickly you can drop weight because fat people are viewed as a problem. There are a lot of people who promote losing weight super fast when it takes a long time, guys. Like losing a pound a week, that's what's recommended. People think that, you can lose 5 pounds in a week. And it's like, maybe water weight, maybe, but it's like, you can't just think that that's what's going to work. And yes, definitely diet culture. I don't like using that word because it's synonymous with the other things that are wrong, but people have promoted that thinking that you should lose that much weight that quickly when you shouldn't, in my opinion. Not all weight loss is good weight loss. Some weight loss is bad, in my opinion, because the person will just gain it back because they did it in a really bad way, like doing a stupid fad diet, or, they have an eating disorder, which is awful. You know, weight loss is good when it's done the way that is, to me, right, in my opinion. Obviously, weight loss morally or whatever is good because then you're not, you're gonna be you're gonna be more healthy. But if you're not eating anything, that's when you're getting into the kind of you're being thin, that sickly thin. That's not good either. So it's like there's, I don't know. Oh my god, this is just exhausting. Why did I decide to do this? Because I need to go to sleep. That's why I'm doing this. Okay, here we go. This is great. Anyone else feels bad when plus size actors lose weight? In a sense that's in a sense that its representation loss and equates success within this. Okay. Um, why do you care? Why do you care about a plus size actor losing weight? I don't I don't understand this like obsession with everything that a celebrity does or an actor, you know? And I know that some people might be like, why do you care when they get fit? I'm like, I don't really. I didn't really care when Adele got fit. I was like, oh, cool, you know? But I don't really care. I care about her voice and her singing, which I don't really listen to that much, but it's like, why do I care? Why do I care? Good for them. I guess I can do it. If they did, I can do it. That's why some people like it. So that's good for them, you know? Um, but yes, I think that to me, one way I could be successful is by losing weight because then I could prove to myself that I can do it, that I can do something I've always wanted to do, which is be healthy. And that is losing weight for me. Anyways, this is just getting a lot. Oh my god, I'm just gonna see something. This is awful. Like I know this is the person just put three dots. That's how it. That's like that's not a good thing. No one in my 600-pound life is single, so go ahead, eat that cupcake, sis. I know it's a joke, but it's also like that's not a good thing. That's many people who have awful habits are in relationships. Alcoholics are in relationships. Drug addicts. Being in a relationship is not the only thing that matters in this world, and that does not define how you live your life. You know, um, yeah, I would rather be healthy and have lost weight than ever date anybody again. If I had to become 600 pounds to date somebody, I wouldn't do it. If a genie came in my head and came right here and said, you can either lose weight and not ever date anyone, or be 600 pounds and be with the love of your life, I would be like, no, 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 because my worth and how I define myself isn't into a person. Now, would it suck to not be able to have love of my life? Yeah, that would suck, and I'm not gonna lie about that. This hypothetical situation I just made up, and I'm saying it seriously. But it's like this is not a boom roasted. This is just like sad that this is what you have to convince yourself. Like, yeah, you can go eat a cupcake because even if I'm 600 pounds, somebody might still like me because that's the only thing that matters. Not being healthy and not dying early with this person who might like me, you know? And also, if we're really going to go into this kind of standard of like thinking that dating's the only thing important, mm, you would, be surprised to know that when most people lose weight, they tend to get more dates. So, although these 600-pound life people can find dates and are with people, they were usually with them before they gain the weight. And that person is just caring, considerate, and stayed with them. Usually that's what happened. Or the person is also overweight, which is fine. I mean, I guess overweight people can, whatever. But it's like that's usually what happens. And so I now have to find another overweight person. I don't want that. It's just like this isn't a win for you guys, so you tried. Did you know that if you replace chips with grapefruit as a snack, you can lose up to 90% of the joy in your already joyless life? Wow. Okay. Um. Yeah, I don't like grapefruit either. I'm just saying this with this. And yeah, like that's a little absurd. Do you know that if you try to make healthier eating habits so that you can live a longer and nicer life, you're gonna lose joy? I'm sorry that the only thing that defines your joy is eating chips. Because honestly, it sucks. And I know that as an overweight person. I used to only be happy knowing when there was a meal coming. It's honestly so restricting to only be attached to food. It sucks. I hate it so much. And it's like doing like I'm in the first week of trying to lose weight again because I've done it a lot. So fat phobic people, I mean fat whatever you guys can say. Yep, I failed. I hope your weight loss fails. Thanks, guys. But it's like it's so freeing. Like this is bad. I used to plan my events around food. If there was an event, I would go to it solely so that I could get food. You know, I would hide my food in my room, which is only what you see in movies, and people probably do this. It's probably normal. But it's like I would, go out to the store, and then I live on like this like I live on the fourth floor of an apartment building. It's hard to explain, but I would hide my food somewhere, go downstairs, see my aunt because she lives under me, and my mom, and then I would go upstairs quickly, grab my food, and then go upstairs and eat it on my own so that they didn't see me because I didn't want them to know that I got a bunch of stuff. I would waste money on food. It's awful. It's like a drug, and I know that it's not as bad and debilitating as that, but it's just awful. It's like you constantly having a clutch to something. And I don't even have binge eating disorder. I just like I don't eat, I don't always binge on stuff, you know? But it's just like it's awful. It just sucks. So it's like, yeah, I'd rather have a little joy, and it's little to me, taken out of my life if I can be healthy. And it's not joy. It's just like it's just craving, I give into the craving, and then it's just like I feel awful. I have this mantra that I say to myself that's like, yes, the food is good, but the feeling after is awful. Just wait. And that just wait part is wait for a time where I feel fine to eat, something unhealthy. It's always awful. It always makes my stomach hurt. I always feel bloated, you know? And I know that like eating a little unhealthy food here and there, that's fine. But that's not what most overweight people do. Most overweight people eat it in excess, and it's awful, you know? It just doesn't make me feel good. And I know that's not every overweight person. Some overweight people have really big portions. That's really what, can get them. But most overweight people just eat bad food. That's my opinion. But it wasn't joy to me. Joy to me is having whenever I have a balanced diet, I feel like it just kind of makes my life better. I feel better, you know. I just feel good, you know. But when I don't, it just feels like my life is going downhill. And yes, my life to me it centers around weight loss. And is that a good thing? No, not really, you know. And I have a lot of things I need to work with on myself, and I'm not perfect, but I know that I'm going in the right direction than just denying it and being delusional, you know. Um, but yeah, this is just sad that you know chips are what make you enjoy life because you have that clutch to an unhealthy food. You know, it sucks. It's an awful thing. Anyways, yeah, I'm not gonna read all that. Um. Okay, let's just do this whole list. Okay, and then I would think I'm gonna be done because I'm tired. And I'd rather watch people explain to me why fat logic is stupid than do it myself because it's a lot harder than it looks. Okay. Being fat is not bad for your health. Yes, you heard me right. No. Whatever. Being fat is bad for your health. Yes, you heard me right. Most people who are overweight have bad health. Just because they don't have diabetes, just because um what is it? Oh, just because they don't have high cholesterol does not mean that they don't have bad health. Most overweight people eat an excess amount of food, and usually it's unhealthy. When you eat unhealthy food, you have a higher likelihood of getting certain bad diseases. I have family members who aren't even that much overweight who are almost pre-diabetic because of how much sugar they have and how much bad stuff they have. Now, I'm not bashing sugar and saying nobody should ever eat it, but I'm just saying if you eat unhealthy food, it doesn't matter if you're skinny, in the middle, whatever, it's bad. And most overweight people eat sugar and bad food all the time. Just because the world says being fat is bad for your health doesn't mean that it is. That includes who you are. That includes, oh wait, World Health Organization, PHE, I don't know what that one is, and CDC. Again, you heard me right. Okay, but then you trust the CDC to tell you to wear masks. Hmm. So should we not wear masks either? Or like, should we not get vaccinated or what? Because you don't trust them to tell you about something as simple as, weight. So why would we trust them to tell us about something that's extremely complicated, like a pandemic and you know, it's like what? You're just being really selective about what you want to listen to, you know? And I'm all masks and vaccines, by the way, just mentioning that. I'm not like weird. But it's like, what? That's right. All these organizations that you just named three organizations that have many experts who who are going against what you're saying. Experts, scientists, people who know what they're doing, not you who's making a what looks like an iPod note checklist, you know, altering your oh wait no. Weight loss is not sustainable in long term for 90% of people. Okay, stupid statistic that doesn't exist. Altering your diet and exercising for the purpose of weight loss does more harm than it will ever do good. Um, Obviously, this is their opinion. Um, but most people would disagree with you. And many people, um, I, many people seem to enjoy losing weight because it makes them feel better and it makes them be able to do more things. Losing weight has not been proven to improve your health or increase your life expectancy. Are you freaking kidding me? I don't even know. Okay. I know this is wrong and I can't bring up any studies and this person isn't either. This is wrong. What? Huh? Are you kidding me? It has not been proven? Are you what? Oh my god. How? How? So you're just going to ignore all the people who were pre-diabetic and then lost weight and then weren't anymore? Or you're just going to ignore the people who were like who had to take many pills but then they lost weight and had a healthier lifestyle? And it's not always necessarily about the losing weight. You know, it's about what comes from losing weight, what you do to lose weight. You get healthier. You eat healthier. Eating healthier leads to you losing weight, which helps with a lot of things. And your life expectancy, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Like what? Of course it improves your life expectancy. Are you what? What? Bro. Oh god, here we go. Being fat does not cause diabetes or heart disease or joint pain. Yes, yep, yeah, no, no. Or cancer or anything else for that matter. Okay, so when when somebody has excess fat on their legs, and then their knee hurts or that it's hard for them to walk, you're just lying. You're just invalidating people who genuinely have problems with their joints because they're overweight. Like, that's awful. Like, that's just, it's like awful. Like, what? Like, what? That's just awful. This is like off. This is offensive. This is offensive. That's so awful. I hate saying offensive, but it's a joke. What? This whole list is like a lot. This is a joyride. Honest, not a. This is a pain ride, I should say. Especially the joint pain thing, because a bad diet causes diabetes, and usually when people have a bad diet, they have an excess amount of weight. So yes, the direct correlation of fat does not cause diabetes, but usually people who are fat get diabetes because they're eating unhealthily. There's a correlation. But no, being obese, having excess amounts of fat on your legs directly causes joint pain. Like, what are we saying here? We're just denying life. The evidence shows that doctors should not be prescribing. What evidence? Even though that is what told. What evidence? The people in your TikTok chain who don't like doctors or something. What evidence? Eating less and exercising more does not help most people lose weight in the long term. Just wrong. This is like literally something you already said. Weight is not under our control. Yes, it is. It's very under our control. When people overeat, they gain weight. It's a choice because they like food. Is it food addicting? Yes. I'm not gonna lie, that's true. But yes, weight is in our control. If I stopped eating today, I would lose weight. Now it would be unhealthy and I'd probably gain it back, or I'd develop an eating disorder, or I would die. But no, weight is under our control. We have control of what we put in our mouths unless we literally have no limbs and are being fed. Even then, I'd probably be like, hey nurse, I want jello today or something. Like, what are we saying here, bro? Doctors are responsible for a lot of the poor health outcomes we see in fat folk. I love that, fat folk. Sure, whatever. BMI is a tool of oppression. No. It's a tool to help people see if they are overweight. You can be healthy at any size. No. That's just wrong. If you are 600 pounds, I just want to look at these comments, honestly. Because these people probably were like, no. Everybody had way more reasons than me. Anyways, I think I'm gonna stop this video. Because my voice is getting dry and I'm just done with this crap today. But I had fun doing this. Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for